Jones ydw I, athrawes ydw I yn y cyfnod sylfaen a cydlynydd y Gymraeg yn Ysgol Hubberston yn Aberdaugleddau ar hyn bryd. Dwi wedi gweithio yn yr ysgol am 2 blwyddyn. I nominated the Crew Cymraeg and the school to win this award because over the last 2 years we've worked really hard to raise not only standards in Welsh and the level at which the children are speaking, but also just a general ethos of using Welsh, and we've noticed such a huge change in the children. They are really excited to come to the Crew Cymraeg assembly. They're always looking to use Welsh around the school, using it with their friends as well as with teachers, and it's created a real buzz about Welsh. The children are keen to use Welsh in breakfast club and will often come and ask us for things like dictionaries and attempt to write in Welsh, even in breakfast club, which is obviously something that they're initiating themselves. In September of 2012, then together with our old Welsh coordinator, Shwmae, then we set up a Crew Cymraeg. Each class voted for somebody in their class to be a representative in the Welsh group. So each class has a representative. And we actually have 2 from year 6 because they are the oldest children in the school. And when the children came together, they thought about what they would like to do in the school to raise the profile of Welsh. So the first thing was that we would have a weekly meeting to decide on a phrase that we would try and promote throughout the school and encourage everybody to use. And we decided that the best way of getting that across was for the children to share that in an assembly, which they have continued to do. So they decide the phrase, they then prepare a PowerPoint with the phrase on, and then they share it in assembly. Something else they wanted to do was to set up a reward system so that if children were seen to be using Welsh in lessons and in other times, using all the incidental phrases and playtimes, then we would have a reward system where the children would be given a Seren Gymraeg, a Welsh star, and they would record these in the classroom on a chart, and then each week another job of the Crew Cymraeg is to go around and count up how many stars each class has got. We do a class total, so we find out which class has the most, but we also do who has the most in each class. So we identify children that have received a lot of rewards for speaking Welsh. So we share that in the assembly as well. But the Crew Cymraeg does other jobs as well as that. They produce posters to go around the school. They produce breakfast club posters, ones to go in the tuck shop, posters that will go on the doors of different rooms and different areas of the school, and also they run competitions at different times of the year. That might be for Christmas, for Easter, things like World Book Day. They set challenges for the children. Things like St David's Day, they came up with an idea that they would like the children to create dragons, either models of dragons or posters of dragons, and again these all came in for St David's Day, and the Crew Cymraeg came around and worked very hard to judge the entries and decide a winner for each class. So it's just about raising the profile of Welsh and as well as improving the standards. In dechrau y Crew Cymraeg, mae 40 y gant o blant sy'n lefel 4, ond nawr dyn ni'n cael 100% o blant ar lefel 4, a mae'r ardal o gwmpas yr ysgol yw eithaf Saesneg. In our school, I said that the area is mainly English speaking, but also the staff are all English as a first language. We don't have any staff that are fluent in Welsh. Shwmae, who was working with us at the beginning of this project, she started off by going on the Welsh sabbatical, and we had another teacher going to start that in September. Myself, I'm not a Welsh speaker. I only moved to Wales 5 years ago, and I've been doing 4 years of evening classes to learn Welsh. We also have another LSA who is now with us as a teacher, who worked on the LSA Welsh sabbatical. And, you know, lots of people have bits of Welsh, but none of us are fluent Welsh speakers. Pob dosbarth yn wneud 20 munud o Cymraeg pob dydd. Dyn ni'n meddwl am Cymraeg I defnyddio yn pob pwnc. And it's really has helped to raise the children's confidence because they're speaking the Welsh every day and they're constantly revising those familiar phrases and new phrases as well. I think there are two things that have made a real difference. First of all is that the staff are all on board. All of the staff come to our Cymraeg assembly, all of the staff are encouraging the children to use more Welsh, and every teacher has really, and LSA has really worked hard to promote the use of Welsh. But more than that, this project has really been about getting the children involved, getting the children to move things forward, and getting them to create the buzz. And the Crew Cymraeg have really done that.
This is the corner phrases where every week, when we do a phrase, we put it on the board. These are most of the ones we've done this year. Most of them we have done a lot more. We've been doing a book review for all the classes to write about all their favourite books. And they're on the wall. This is our breakfast club board. Every morning we try to encourage children to speak Welsh for breakfast. These are our tuck shop things, and when the children can ask for them in Welsh, and the orange is orange, and we've got the prices and questions in Welsh. These are the phrases that we've mandated for the children to see outside, so they know the phrases that we've done.
Good morning and welcome to our assembly. Bore Mrs. Jones. We're going to start our Cymraeg assembly today with a madrol yr wythnos, our phrase of the week. Slide next to us, welcome that. Okay, our phrase of the week, a madrol yr wythnos, yw beth wyt ti'n wneud dros a haf? Who knows any of those words? Do you know any of the words that I just read there? Beth wyt ti'n wneud dros a haf? Emily, do you know any of them? Oh, so close. Bendy, getting Sarah mine. Kai? Diane, what are you doing over the summer? Because this is our last week of school before the summer holidays. So the Crew Cymraeg thought of a really good phrase that you can ask your friends, you can ask the teachers, or anybody in school. You could even ask them outside of school. We say, beth wyt ti'n wneud dros a haf? So, tro fi, my turn first, we'll do it in two halves because it's quite a long sentence. So, tro fi, beth wyt ti'n wneud, right?
Beth wyt ti'n wneud?
How?
Beth wyt ti'n wneud?
So that's the what are you doing? Dros a haf, right?
Dros a haf.
How?
Dros a haf.
Right, getting. Let's see if we can do both of those parts together now. So, tro fi, Beth wyt ti'n neud dros y haf? Pwy Cymraeg?
Beth wyt ti'n neud dros y haf?
How?
Beth wyt ti'n neud dros y haf?
So there's a question that you can ask, okay? Slide next for us, well. Okay, we've got a couple of options here, but you can change some of these words. Okay, the first one is Dwi'n mynd i'r traeth. Beth ydy'r traeth? Dwi'n mynd i'r traeth. And going to the beach. Might be one here, or it might be one somewhere else. You might be going on an aeroplane somewhere, you might be driving somewhere, but you might be going to the beach somewhere. So let's try that one. Control B. Dwi'n mynd i'r traeth. Right?
Dwi'n mynd i'r traeth.
How?
Dwi'n mynd i'r traeth.
Okay. And at the bottom, you can just about see there, we've got Dwi'n mynd i Treco Bay. Okay? Dwi'n mynd i Treco Bay. What do you think that means? Regina. Yeah, I'm going to Treco Bay. We picked that one because some of the children, I know some children have been there here. But you could put anywhere there. You could say Dwi'n mynd i Caerdydd. Dwi'n mynd i Hwfwrdd in Haverfordwest. You can say Dwi'n mynd i Abertawe, Swansea. Okay, you can change that. It doesn't need to say Treco Bay. You might be going somewhere completely different. So, but the important bit to remember is Dwi'n mynd i. I'm going to. So you know where you're going. You can answer. Okay, so Control V. Dwi'n mynd i Treco Bay. Pwy Cymraeg?
Dwi'n mynd i Treco Bay.
How?
Dwi'n mynd i Treco Bay.
Diane. So we've got a question and we've got some answers there, okay? But you can change those answers depending on what you're doing. Okay, I'll see if you can remember those at the end of our assembly. Okay, slide nesaf os gwelwch yn dda. Pwy sy wedi ennill? Gyda Sarah Cymraeg.
Dosbarth 1 gyda 172. Dosbarth 2 gyda 140. Dosbarth 3 gyda 171. Dosbarth 4 gyda 107. Dosbarth 5 gyda 94. Dosbarth 6 gyda 77.
Right, so I think we better choose someone from Dosbarth 1 to come up to the front. Let's have Ella. Shall we have you, Jeremiah? Ella at the clapping. 2 weeks of results there, and that was very close between Dosbarth 1 and Dosbarth 3. So well done to everybody there. Okay, slide nesaf os gwelwch yn dda. Pwy sy wedi ennill o Dosbarth?
Dosbarth 1, Mali Amri Lawrence. Dosbarth 2, Amy Aga.
Arrow 3, 1, 2, 3.
Donna Faciata.
Bendigedig Eistedd. Okay, mae'n amser canu nawr yn Gymraeg. Slide nesaf os gwelwch yn dda. Who's got their hand up there? Can I see? Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them. Dwi'n mynd i Treco Bay. Yeah, I'm going to Treco Bay. George? Beth wyt ti eisiau snack? Beth ydi strawberries? Nevis, da iawn. Oh, diolch yn fawr. Okay.
Hello Mam, S-E-E fully fem, roedd fi'n gweud, gwelos I penguin, gwelos I giraffe, gwelos I zebra, ces I afal, o fel ethos. Aliano dwy. Hello Mam, S-E-E fully fem, roedd I ysgol. Gwelos I penguin du a monkey bach, ces I siocled, hwfraw mali.
Fantani, siopa gyda dancing spree. Yn y troli ni sy'n gyrru, dancing gweithio, dancing chwysu. Gweith dad, fo dad, now dad, stop! Dyma lle mae sylfaen hop.
Heather Cael ydw i. Dwi'n prif athrawes I Ysgol Hubberston. I've been here for 3 years now, the first year as deputy and then 2 years as an acting head. And when I first came here, Welsh was identified as something we need to improve. We had about 40% of children achieving level 4 at the end of Key Stage 2 in Welsh second language, and we knew we had to do something to improve Welsh across the whole school. So we looked first of all at identifying other places where there was good practice, made a few visits, spoke to our Welsh advisory teachers, and then formed together a learning community, both with children and with adults, and trying to include our governors and to really come together to see what we could do to make Welsh happen in Hubberston. It's been important for us to try and do Welsh every day and everywhere, and that's including all our wall displays, it's included our assemblies, it's been about including parents in workshops where we can, and making sure we start at breakfast club and finish with our after school clubs, so that everything we do contains as much Welsh as we possibly can. We looked at our planning, we added Welsh phrases in all our columns for our planning, and we added a bilingual opportunities column so that we would plan not only for Welsh distinctively every day, but also Welsh across the curriculum. We know that our Welsh language development has improved in so many ways. The Estin report highlighted our good practice, as did our Church Inspection Section 50 report, where parents highlighted how dedicated we were to developing Welsh, and that was noted as being outstanding. We also know that our standards have improved. We've gone from 3 years ago having 40% of children achieving level 4 to having 100% this year achieving level 4, and we're aiming now for level 5s next year. So a huge difference. We also know that the staff and the children are very much more enthusiastic, and that spreads over to the parents and the children speaking Welsh at home as well. So in all, we're very pleased with the progress we've made, and we're looking forward to the future, to what we do next. When I asked the children why they thought we should win the award, they told me it's because we're good at Welsh. We make such a lot of effort for it. We talk Welsh all the time, and most of all because we are a Welsh school.
I think Hubberston School should win the award because it would be a really good boost for the children, really. Although the staff have worked really hard, the children have really been 100% behind it, and it would be a really good prize for them for all the work that they have done in improving Welsh, and we have come an awful long way in 2 years.